Okay, so oh, sorry about that. I wanted to basically react to some of the reactions that Books and Looks TV was trying to, I guess, display on her channel. I wanted to react to something she was saying because she was upset that I was making videos on her. Honestly, I wasn't really attacking her like that. I wasn't really like I had any anger for her. I'm actually subscribed to her channel. Didn't have any issue with her at the time. I mean, I criticized what she said, like I criticize everybody, but I wasn't hating on her or anything. You know, if I was hating on her, I would have done it much more harshly. But it appears that she had a fit, and what was really interesting to me with these type of colorist people, you always have to hate people in the context of them being a dark-skinned black woman. See, you for some reason think that you can't hate light-skinned women, you can't hate brown-skinned women. You have to try and come up with some kind of way to make me a dark-skinned woman so you can hate me as a dark-skinned woman. Isn't it pretty much visible that you are trying to make your own preconceived negative notions on dark-skinned women when you are trying to attack me? Because specifically, it's clear for me, I'm not dark-skinned. I'm not. I don't have dark skin naturally. I can tan to a darkish color. Yes, I admit that. But you were trying to claim that I bleached and all that stuff. This is a common thing. And to me, it's like you have so much hate towards a dark skinned black woman that even when someone does something that isn't a dark skinned black woman, you have to redirect your hate to dark skinned black women. You have to make everybody that you hate a dark skinned black woman. Everything that is negative is dark skinned, okay? Just like I was saying before, that's how you guys often see things. Like, you must make everything into a dark skinned black woman because you have such vitriol towards dark skinned black people, you know. And I find that really interesting because it's like, you shouldn't be making fun of. Well, I mean, myself, I do say that for me personally, if someone is actually bleaching, I've always thought that they were kind of weird when. The reason why I think they're weird is not specifically like, I'm going to make fun of you for being dark skinned and trying to be light skinned. That's not it. For me, it's like this. Usually, in the videos that I've talked about people bleaching and stuff, I've always talked about them this way. Why are you risking your life to be my color? Because to me, I'm brown skin. To me, when I look at you, I don't really even see that you're light brown like me. You look darker than me, so I wouldn't really particularly put you in the brown skin category that much, but I don't know, maybe because you don't like to show a lot of photos of yourself, maybe I do not have a um, good distinction in your skin tone. But the point is, I do not make fun of dark skinned women who bleach their skin to make fun of them like, you want to be light skinned. No, it's kind of like, oh, it's a futile purpose. If you are just bleaching your skin like this to be my color, which isn't even light skin at the end of the day, what did you do it for? You know, there's no benefit in being my color. So to me, from my perspective, it's like, you risked your life to be my color and it didn't even help you. You know, I would think if you're risking your life to be someone's color, I would think you would be trying to be at least like a white person's skin tone or someone's skin tone that's very close to white skin, maybe possibly. So you could pass for white in one way or another. I don't have skin that's close to white skin. I mean, this is another thing. If you don't know that the screen, and honestly, looking at my main video actually, I don't look very light skinned here. Look at my arm, the inner part of my arm right here on the corner. It's actually much lighter than my face. So I don't really look that light skinned. I'm pretty caramel here, but it's very interesting to me. Like, if you think, for one, that that's light skin, then you're clearly not brown skin, because then your skin tone is much darker than that. Secondarily, if you on a screen don't turn white on a webcam, you can look at Uppity Unicorn, you can look at Crystal Swirls, you can sometimes look at Cerebral. These are just a few women who are similar color to me, who specifically will turn white in certain lighting. If you don't turn white in lighting, then you're not caramel, you're not brown, you have enough melanin that even in the bright lights, you will have a sepia color, as I like to call it, a little bit of a grayish tone to your skin tone. I think I technically can kind of manage that when I am tan, but not in the winter. Anyway, so when you don't have the same properties of skin tone as I do, that means that you're not actually brown. That's one thing. If you think you only look brown on the screen of a webcam that is brightening your skin, you're not brown, you're probably dark skinned with just a webcam screen that makes people look lighter than what they are. From what I've seen, many of the time webcams make light skinned people look white. For example, you could look at someone like, for example, Winifred. If you look at her on a screen, her skin kind of looks like white skin. But I assume, from what I've heard from her, that she has light skin. For me, when I go under a webcam, and that wasn't a webcam right there, that was kind of like my normal color. But when I go under a webcam in bright lighting, like my most recent photo, like videos and so forth, I turn very yellow, basically. That is how brown skins do. When brown skins go outside in the outside elements, basically, we turn yellow. When light skins go outside, they turn white. Okay? When dark skins go outside, they turn brown. And this is why they'll try and say they're brown, but they're not. They're dark skin. And like I said in my video, dark-skinned people need to actually own being dark-skinned. When you say you're brown-skinned and you're not proud enough of your skin tone to say you're dark-skinned, then you're saying that you don't like being dark-skinned, you know. But when you are dark-skinned and you're proud of being dark-skinned, then you are proud of the skin you're in. And there's nothing wrong with being proud of the skin you're in when you're dark-skinned. Dark skin is beautiful. You know, there's nothing unattractive about dark skin. You know, it's its own beauty, and you have to find your own beauty. You should feel like dark skin is your norm, if it's your norm, you know. But yeah, that's one thing I wanted to say was I do feel like with these spaces, often the main issue I have are people like you who, in my opinion, may be on the dark skin spectrum, and they like to claim that they're brown skin, and then they like to try to hate the people who are actually brown skin and are not dark skin. Like for me, I don't fit with dark skinned people. I'm not dark skinned. You know, I don't fit with light skinned people. I'm not light skinned. If you put black socks on me, my skin tone is no closer to black socks than it is to white socks. My skin is literally in the middle of white and black. It is definitely medium caramel brown. So to me, that to me is one part of it. I mean, I know you were hating really hard on my skin tone and really angry. And on top of it, you were hating on dark skinned black women. Like, I find that really repulsive. And it's very telling because, like, you claimed you didn't hate dark skinned black women, but everything in your video show you see dark skinned black women as less than you. And your way of trying to attack me was by trying to make me a dark skinned woman. Again, you just have a lot of hate for dark skinned women. You really do. Another part of what I was trying to say was this. Also, another thing that I find really weird is this. You guys always try and say the whole thing of, oh, how can you be divested and not dark skin? Because that's what you'll always try and connect. Like, oh, if you were lighter skinned, you get preference from dark skinned black men, you wouldn't want to divest. So therefore, you have to be dark skinned women who are rejects of dark skinned black men. That's what you guys basically have the idea of with dark skinned women when you try and imply that dark skinned women are the only women who are divested. You know, I get tired of that too. That whole assumption that you must be dark skinned is so annoying. That reason, oh, and don't forget the other reason why you guys always assume someone must be dark skinned is because of the whole stereotype in your videos that you make up of dark skinned women. You say dark skinned women have to have or are expected to have tighter hair, they're expected to have shorter hair. You've said that in your videos. And that's what I was talking about with black erasure, with lighter skinned black people who do not have the stereotypical mixed features that you set forth for lighter skinned black people, which is very problematic for us because when we are black people who are lighter skinned, we have black features. And you are sitting up there trying to say, oh, you're not supposed to have black people's features. You're not supposed to have very tight hair. You know, your hair is supposed to be this long and so forth. I'm just tired of that whole narrative. You know, just because someone is lighter skinned, you also assume that if you see a lighter skinned black person who happens to be wearing extensions or something of that nature, you assume that they must have like really bad 4C hair. And that means that they are not really a light skinned black person because they don't have mixed features, right? So you think that for those reasons they must be a dark skinned black woman. This is what I mean. You're associating so much negativity or things you associate with negative features with dark skinned black people. You assume that 4C hair is bad hair. You assume that 4C hair needs to be covered up by a wig. And then you assume that dark skinned black women are the only ones who wear extensions. I'm just tired of it. I really am. It's annoying to me. As a lighter skinned black woman who happens to not be attracted to dark skinned black men, regardless of if they prefer my skin tone over yours or not, I don't give a darn. You know, that's just how it is. As a lighter skinned woman who specifically has hair texture that isn't 4C, by the way, you know, I don't have 4C hair. I am more along the lines of a 4A to 4B, somewhere around there. But, you know, I do not have mixed hair, I don't think, really personally, you know? And I mean, like, it shouldn't be like, oh my God, you have a different hair texture. You must be a different skin tone. Like, it doesn't go that way, you know? And honestly, trying to make up the fact that someone bleaches and tries to attack someone because you are wishing that they are dark skinned shows that you hate dark skinned women. You can't hate me as a light skinned woman. You can't hate me as a woman lighter than you. You can't hate me as a brown skinned woman. You can't do that because it angers you to put me as a lighter skinned woman because you feel that makes you less than me. Because you feel that dark skinned women are beneath you. So your best bet is to try and make me out to be a dark skinned woman and basically attack dark skinned women because you had an issue with me making a video on you. I'm just tired of that. I'm tired of you guys beating up on dark skinned women when I have nothing to do with a dark skinned woman. It's just what it is. But yeah, to me, it's just like, you could have addressed anything that I talked about in the video. Address the fact that I'm saying, why are you putting yourself above dark skinned women? Oh, no, you don't want to talk about that. Instead, you want to talk about me not believing in colorism existing. Well, I don't believe in colorism existing because you have a low self-esteem. And anyone with good self-esteem is not using color to make themselves feel better than a dark-skinned black woman. If I'm in an argument with a dark-skinned black woman, I'm not thinking about the skin tone. Instead, you know what I think of? I think of the qualities I have better than that dark-skinned black woman. That has nothing to do with my skin tone, okay? Could be my personality. It could be even physical attributes. I don't mind that. I don't. If someone is an old woman and I am a young woman, let's go. That's just how I am. You are a baby mama who's got your body all stretched out by having children, I will go there. If you were a dark-skinned woman, I would go there. If you were a light-skinned woman, I would go there. Okay? If you were a white woman, I would go there. It doesn't matter. That's what to me is more appropriate than trying to go over someone's skin tone. Trying to attack dark-skinned women when I'm not even a dark-skinned woman. Like, you're always trying to beat up on dark-skinned women. It's annoying. And of course, to me, I feel like you will of course have a lot of jealousy towards, lighter skinned women and mixed race women because your channel is based off of obsessions with mixed women and brown skinned women. I mean, you literally will try and hate on women that are brown skinned and try and basically hate on them, knowing full well, they are brown skinned. And if anyone is brown skinned, they are brown skinned and you are not. You have a video that I'm going to address with Zoe Saldana specifically, who is brown skinned, that you're hating on. And it's just like, if you are of that mentality, I feel like these are the most hateful and the most insecure type of women. Brown-skinned women who, in my opinion, are more like dark-skinned women, in my opinion, like in skin tone. You're more dark-skinned. But you don't want to identify as dark-skinned because you're ashamed of dark skin. And you want to hate on the people who are actually who are actually brown-skinned or light-skinned. And you want to hate on the dark-skinned women too, that are darker than you. That is the most miserable place to be, in my opinion, because all you ever do is hate on every complexion of black woman. Because you clandestinely, in, I guess, your own way, you think you're being clandestine by saying that you feel like you are better than dark-skinned black women, that dark-skinned black women get teased for their skin tone, that they will feel less than because of their skin tone, because you think that their skin tone is less than, because you have an inferior complex. You have that whole aspect of looking down on dark-skinned black women. And then you have that other aspect of hating basically real brown-skinned women who are caramel complected like myself. You have that tendency of hating mixed race women who are yellow bones, who are actually light-skinned, And then, look, you're making videos also on white passing women like Amber Rose, of which I did not watch, by the way. That's not one of the videos I'm going to comment on. But my point is that specifically you hate on basically every shade of black woman because you can't get it together about your own skin tone. You can't get it together because you, I feel, have a lot of insecurities over being morbidly obese, okay? Being obese has made you very insecure. Maybe not being as attractive as other people has made you insecure to the point where you have to try and grab your skin tone as a way to make yourself feel better than a small population of black women, specifically dark-skinned black women. I mean, black women are a minority as it is. But your point is basically you don't feel comfortable in your own skin, in your own phenotype, and in your own beauty. And that's why you have to go after every black woman. You have to go after light-skinned women, brown-skinned women, dark-skinned women. You have to go after all of them, okay? Because you aren't happy with the place you are in currently. So that's all I have to say in this video. I just wanted to react a little bit to what she had to say and how she was having a fit earlier the other day. Of course, I was busy getting my business done yesterday, so I could not react to it. So anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Like and subscribe, comment down below, and have a great day. Bye, guys.